You read the title, How to Handle Failure Properly. The real way to handle failure. Because everyone tells you to not let failure bother you, but no one tells you how. No one tells you how to actually get over failure. And in this video, I'm going to give you a perspective change that will help you actually just get over failure and easily move on to the next thing you want to do, or maybe even get past that failure. So, what is failure? Failure is something that you perceive. If you wanted to achieve something, for example, let's say you wanted to win a basketball game and you lost the basketball game. There might be, you might put two people in the same scenario. They both on the same team, they both scored the same amount of points. They both lost the basketball game, but one of them views it as a learning opportunities and he strives to be better. The other gives up. And there is a reason for that. One was simply just obsessed with the outcome. And that's one thing I said in other videos, that you cannot be obsessed with the outcome. The moment that you become obsessed with the outcome, the moment that failure becomes guaranteed, and even if it doesn't, which failure almost is pretty guaranteed to happen, you will not know how to get over it because you're so attached to the outcome. And that's part of the thing I said before, is you need to enjoy what you're doing. Failure, a big reason why failure hits people so hard. Most people get hit by failure so hard because they were just so attached to the outcome. That's why I preach in many of my videos to not be attached to the outcome of things, but to simply just act out things that you want. If you want something, chase after it. Give it your best. Give it your best day in, day out. If it doesn't work out, you need to let it go. Sometimes in life you have to let go, and quitting and letting go are two different things. But people don't understand the difference. Your soul, your heart will tell you when it's time to let go. Most of the time, is the fact that most people cannot let go of the outcome. They're so attached to what the outcome is. They're so attached to how the outcome makes them feel. It's like the same guy who thinks they won't be happy in the gym until they reach a certain amount of muscle mass. But if I'm being honest with you, most guys I talk to who are huge, who are jacked, they're like, no amount of muscle mass is going to make you happy. No matter how much muscle you gain, no matter how strong you get, there is always that little bit in your head where it tells you that's not enough. That's not enough. I won't be happy until I reach this, until I reach that. That is why people cannot get over failure. It comes from the same source, which is the ego. Your ego is the reason why you can't get over failures. You're attached to your outcomes. You're so scared of failure because it means that you weren't good enough. It means that you're not meant to grab what you want. Is a way that your ego manifests in. And the simple thing that I did to overcome many of my fears when it comes to that aspect of my life is simply just doing the thing that I want without attaching myself to the outcome. For example, I used to hit the gym for a certain outcome of like, I want to get this much muscle and I want to be this lean. And if I won't hit those goals, I will be very miserable. That was my mindset. My mindset changed. I set the system, so I'm still eating clean, I'm still training hard, and I'm still progressing. But the outcome no longer adheres. I don't care about the outcome. I'm just enjoying the process, getting stronger every day. And if I don't get stronger for a while, that's fine. I'm in there to enjoy myself, and I'm there to enjoy the process of it. Just doing is an art, and I will make a video about that. That just doing is an art. A lot of you might have heard that sentence before, but it is one of the most powerful things you can do, because that's when you actually start to produce quality results. When you start to pay attention and have intensity to what you do. The simple way I can put on how to overcome failure. How to overcome failure is when you stop attaching yourself to the outcome so heavily. When you just enjoy the process. And I know a lot of people say enjoy the process, but truly enjoy the process. Enjoy doing what you're doing. That is an art in its own. And you'll see yourself making more progress than you ever did. And even if you don't make progress, guess what? You're still enjoying the art of doing. And that's how quality is born. With intention, with with attention to detail, with intensity. Two people might be pouring a cup of tea. If you're not paying attention, you're going to spill that tea. There is two different. Someone wasn't paying attention. One of them was paying attention to himself pouring the tea. It's the same action. Even if the same two people have the same capacity, it's the same action, but one of them had intensity and paying attention. And that I mentioned that example because it really comes down to everything in your life. Even the small things. Do them with intention. Don't do things just for the outcome. I think that's one of the most destructive things that society has brainwashed us to do, is attaching yourself to the outcome because the outcome will somehow make you happy. But if you just learn to sit and do the things that you want to do without expecting a single thing in return, you'll be surprised on the quality of work that comes out. Because it's coming out of a deeper place. It's not coming out of a place of insecurity or your ego. It's coming out of a place of love. And that's how you overcome failure. You overcome failure by simply stopping to attach yourself to the outcome. The outcome that you want will not make you happy as you think. Detach yourself from the outcome, and then you will be able to overcome your failures way easier because you're simply just absorbed in the process of doing. Me making this video, I'm just making this video with no return in mind. I don't care if this video gets any views, any likes. I'm simply making this video because I want to. I'm in the process of simply doing, and therefore I'm in a flow state. And I don't care what comes out of this video. I'm just enjoying the process of making this video. I love doing this. And that's what success looks like. That's why you cannot get over your failures, because you're just so attached to the outcome. Stop putting your outcome on the pedestal. Just do the things that you want to do without thinking that if you don't reach that outcome, somehow your life will end. Whether you pursue the goal or you don't, you're still going to end up the same most of the time. Sometimes you will pursue the goal, and after a certain period of time, you'll realize maybe the outcome is not what you want. Sometimes you'll never reach the outcome. But it's the process of just doing the things that you want to do. It will give you closure at the end of the day. And that's how you overcome your fear of failure.